Hello everyone, thank you for being here. So I want to talk about employee engagement. I know it's a very well addressed and widely addressed topic in the corporate world, but when it comes to the field worker, the people actually working on the ground, the deskless workers, it's a very, very different topic and a very challenging topic for the organization. My name is David Menlevich. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Butterfly, and we provide organization with a large segment of deskless workers, a solution for them to understand the need of their workers, but also to help their manager to develop the fundamental soft skills they need to address those challenges. So when we talk about deskless workers, I'm actually talking about the people that are shipping your goods, building your goods, serving your food, building your roads. They actually represent more than 60% of the active population in the US and more than 80% of the active population in the world. There are people working in manufacturing plants, in hospitality centers and facilities, in transportation and logistics, and in retail shops. Most of those population today have the most poorly engaged situation when it comes to their employers, facing today saying that more than 88% of those workers are actively disengaged. It's a very big problem. When we try to understand the reason why, we actually see two main reasons. The first one is that company doesn't really understand the needs and the challenges that those employees are facing on their day-to-day routines. And the manager of those populations are poorly equipped when it comes to leadership skills and overall soft skills. So when we're looking at the reason why it's challenging for those organizations to connect with those ground and deskless workers, first of all, we see that most of those employees have very little communication channels, so it's much harder for companies to collect feedback and actively engage with those employees. Secondly, we see that those workers are working on schedule, on a very tight schedule, so it's harder to predict when they are working and when they are not working specifically from 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. And last but not least, they have a very time-sensitive schedule as their activities are directly linked to the bottom line of the company's productivity and efficiency. So that's a solution that Butterfly today has provided on the market. We've created a solution that allows companies to actively engage and insert feedback loops within the daily routine of those employees by connecting within the tools, software, and hardware that are being used by those populations. As you can see here on the clock-in and clock-out system, we can integrate feedback loops requesting employees to leave their feedback on overall moods, on well-being, and on different types of drivers. We are today covering more than 30 drivers that the company could start tracking within their organization. The integration is seamless, and we are offering today more than 200 integration in different tools. The second point that I've mentioned earlier is obviously the lack of manager skills and leadership skills from a lot of those managers. Three main reasons there as well. The first one is that those managers are most of the time having a lower level of education compared to the one working in the headquarters. Typically and historically, companies have provided less resources and budget to the development of those employees. And last but not least, they had less time to grow in their position, moving very fast from working in the plants to actually starting to manage a unit within the plant. We solve that challenges by offering ways for those managers to connect in real time and gather in real time all those insights coming from their teams, but also by receiving some basic assistance when it comes to how to address those challenges by receiving tips, suggestions, but also content that are directly tied to the challenges that they are encountering in their teams. I'm let you play this a little bit more. Moving forward, we've seen that companies using Butterfly have seen a direct impact on the absenteeism and turnover of their employees. Also, a direct impact on decreasing the number of injuries and incidents within plants and manufacturing facilities. And also, ultimately, for the frontline employees, increasing the level of satisfaction of their customers, but also their sales metrics. We are today serving more than 20 companies in the enterprise segment, supporting more than 2,000 frontline managers, and ultimately helping those managers to connect with more than 50,000 deskless workers. So if you need any more information or if you're willing just to connect with me, I'll be here standing for a while and responding to all of your questions. Thank you so much.